Welcome to Aimee's Archives. This is the best of the best. This is my very best content, the content that has helped thousands of women just like you. So go in, enjoy, and if you want access to the full video in its original format, see the description below for the link. Dive in and enjoy, and please leave comments so I know how to better support you. So today we're going to talk about magnesium and get into how do you know if you have a magnesium deficiency, what are the benefits of taking magnesium. So I make a product called my Mag Ease oil. I have a skincare line as well. It's called Aimee Raupp Beauty, and the whole thing behind Aimee Raupp Beauty is if you can't eat it, you can't put it on your skin. You shouldn't be putting it on your skin because it's disruptive to your hormones. And so I developed Aimee Raupp Beauty. I think about 6 years ago is when we kind of went public with Aimee Raupp Beauty. I had been playing with it in my kitchen for many years. And about a year and a half or 2 years ago, this product I created, the magnesium oil, because started seeing more and more signs and symptoms of magnesium deficiency. And then I came across an article that was really interesting that said like upwards of 80% of the population is actually deficient in magnesium because our soil has been so compromised because of all the farming techniques and the pesticides. And basically we're just not eating good quality food. And even if you are eating good quality food, the soil is compromised and magnesium is deficient. And so many of us have a magnesium deficiency. So it's distilled water, magnesium salts from the Dead Sea. I do buy really good quality magnesium salts for this oil. And then you'll see the blue tint in there. That is from the essential oil of blue chamomile, which is also very relaxing to the nervous system and calming. And so that's a lot of what magnesium does, which we're going to get into. But this to date is like the best-selling item that we have. People swear by it. The reviews on the website are things like, oh, I've never slept so much better, So anyway, let's get into magnesium and why. So first I want to, I have some notes up and I want to go through all that. So magnesium deficiency, and how do we know if we're deficient in magnesium? So one study actually says up to 75% of Americans are not meeting their recommended intake of magnesium each day. And so the causes of magnesium deficiency vary, but usually it's due to inadequate dietary intake and loss of magnesium in the body from certain illnesses like diabetes, poor absorption, so digestive issues, chronic diarrhea, celiac disease, and people that drink too much alcohol basically get very deficient in magnesium. So how do you know if you have a deficiency in magnesium? I basically approach it like, well, everybody probably does. Everybody could use a little bit, but things that I look for: muscle twitches and leg cramps. I would say if I see some anxiety, typically I'm thinking that, and even depression, but especially that nighttime anxiety where your mind's just racing and you're worrying, or you wake up in the middle of the night with anxiety. Someone who's been diagnosed with osteoporosis definitely has a magnesium deficiency, so we want to support that. Vitamin D deficiency is another sign that magnesium is deficient because you need enough magnesium in your body to actually absorb your vitamin D. So typically if there's a vitamin D deficiency and someone is supplementing with vitamin D and they're still deficient, two things I look for. Are you taking it with a fat? You need to take vitamin D with fat in your stomach. And then do you have enough magnesium? Are you taking a magnesium supplement? Fatigue, muscle weakness, I think that's kind of an obvious one. High blood pressure. So a lot of times people with high blood pressure have decreased magnesium and they need support. Arrhythmias, irregular heartbeats. Other things that I see are bad menstrual cramps, PMS, headaches. So hormonal imbalances, really, really intense chocolate cravings around your menstrual cycle is a sign of a magnesium deficiency. And so it's usually recommended, so a woman between the ages of 19 and 30 to get around 300 milligrams of magnesium a day. The reason I created the spray was because through my research, learned that transdermal, which means on the skin, you actually absorb more of it because it doesn't have to go through the digestive system. So if you're taking it for constipation, you might want to do both, but this does still actually help with constipation because it does still get absorbed. So there was an interesting study about transdermal, meaning applying to the skin, versus oral taking pills of magnesium. Researchers found an average increase of 60% in the cellular magnesium levels of 89% of the participants after 12 weeks of treatment. To achieve the same results via taking magnesium in pill form, you have to undergo treatment for a period of 9 to 24 months. So basically, you get there faster with this. And this is a lot cheaper. I mean, my bottle's $13 a bottle and it lasts you forever. And 8 to 10 sprays gives you about 250 milligrams to 250. It kind of just depends. My ratio is twice that of what's in Ancient Minerals magnesium oil. So I'm a 1-to-1 ratio. And I think most people don't make it that potent. I think it's a 2-to-1. So two part distilled water to 1 part magnesium. So mine is really, really salty. And it can make the skin itch or even burn a little bit, but that's usually a sign that you are deficient in magnesium and you need it. So I do recommend starting slow, let your body build up. But every night I spray about 8 to 10 sprays, kind of like my whole abdomen, chest, get my husband too. And that's 250, milligrams of magnesium. I mean, there's plenty of ways to also get magnesium in through your food. So almonds are a great source, pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate, which is interesting, right? So you're craving the dark chocolate before your period because you're actually deficient in magnesium. So I use raw cacao or like really dark chocolate that is organic and dairy-free, of course. Popcorn, interestingly, has 151 milligrams in 3.5 ounces. That's so interesting. But so flax seeds, chia seeds, coffee, so it's in food. So for me, I do my raw cacao kind of regularly. I put a little in my coffee every day, and I do like some good quality dark chocolate, squares of dark chocolate. So between that and this, I have my magnesium needs met every single day. Daily use of magnesium helps smooth your skin, relieve constipation, ease muscle tension and cramps, soothes headaches and migraines, balances blood sugar levels. Super duper important, especially for any of you guys trying to balance your hormones so you can get pregnant. It regulates blood pressure, promotes more restful sleep. So magnesium in that realm is actually very beneficial to your immune system because it helps the absorption of vitamin D, but also it helps with deeper sleep. And deeper sleep is so imperative to a healthy immune function, healthy hormone function, the ability to get and stay pregnant. But it's also, magnesium is really calming to the nervous system. That's why it helps with the high blood pressure. That's why it helps with insomnia or anxiety. So it really helps regulate that HPA axis, the hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis, which really reduces your stress. It improves PMS symptoms. It'll lessen your menstrual cramps. It actually supports thyroid function. It improves your sleep. Helps with headaches, migraines, like I said. So many reasons to use magnesium. And the way I look at it is like, it just can't hurt. There are also some interesting studies showing that it reduces inflammation, which inflammation, like if you guys are here because you're trying to get pregnant and that's why you follow me, inflammation is absolutely at the root of all fertility challenges. 100% inflammation is at the root of all fertility challenges, whatever your challenges might be. So if you want to reduce inflammation, follow the things I tell you to do, because that's basically at the root of everything I tell people to do. But magnesium is another really good way to get there. And if you recognize signs and symptoms of magnesium, I highly recommend like 8 to 12 sprays of this a night, and let's see some symptoms change. Okay, have a wonderful day, guys. Love you.